Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Adhia Herawan. I'm a college student from Pasundan University. Right now, I want to tell you guys about plastic, and I have a PowerPoint that I want to share with you guys. Let's share the PowerPoint first. As you guys can see in the PowerPoint, the title is Plastic is Bad for Health and the Environment. Did you guys know that plastic is really bad for health and the environment? Of course, you guys know it, right? According to the last research from LIPI or Indonesian Institute of Science, that the level of public dependence on plastic is really high. So it's hard to separate plastic from our daily lives. And plastic is one of materials that is often to use to wrap food because plastic is a cheap food wrapper. But sadly, many people didn't know about the danger of plastic. I have 5 topics that I want to tell you guys. So let's go to the first topic. The first topic is the bad impact of plastic packaging on health. There is plastic particles can cause health problems, dangers for baby and toddlers, and have potential to trigger cancer. The name of particle is bisphenol A or BPA. BPA is a chemical used in making plastic bottles. The purpose of using the chemical is to make the bottle not easily damaged when dropped and make the bottle look clearer. But BPA plastic is not recommended to be used for plastic beverage and food packaging, especially for hot food and drinks, and use it repeatedly. Okay, let's go to the second point. My second point is the consequences of plastic waste. I've read it in Indonesian Environment and Energy Center that plastic waste give a lot of bad consequences, but right now I just gonna tell you 4 consequences. The first consequences is blocking the circulation of air in the soil. Because of that, there is no circulation of air and no space for underground critters like worm, so they can fertilize the soil properly. The second consequences is animals can get entangled in plastic waste. Sometimes animals can tell the difference between their food or plastic waste, so they often to get trapped. The third consequences is when an animal dies, the plastic bag is still in the body. Why? Because plastic will not break down into a carcass, and the worst effect is it can poison other animals. The last consequences is disposing plastic waste carelessly will clog the river flow. When the river flow clogs, it can cause flooding. Okay. There is a fact that related to plastic and environment. The first fact is 80% of the trash in the ocean. There is 80% trash in the ocean, and you know what? Almost 90% of it is plastic. And the second fact is many turtles in the Thousand Island die. The turtles dies because they eat plastic that they think is a jellyfish. Jellyfish is their favorite food. And the last fact is every year, plastic kills seabird, marine mammals, and fish. They killed 1 million seabird, 100,000 marine mammals, and countless fish. Actually, the use of plastic materials in consuming food is not something to be afraid of, as long as we know how to use it properly. This explanation was conveyed by the research person during the broadcast of Suara Science and Technology in Tuesday, March 6, 2007, directly from the mini studio of the State Ministry of Research and Technology on the frequency 105.0 FM. So there is 4 easy ways to avoid danger of plastic. The first way is distinguish between reusable and single-use plastic. Because plastic have their own character, so the raw material and the process of the plastic is different. And the second way is plastic for packaging must be based on SNE. So it is safe at certain temperatures and fats or oil. And the third way is avoid using crackle bags from oily and hot food because the addictive substances in plastic are easily decomposed in fat and heat when contaminated with food that enters the body accumulatively in experimental animals can cause cancer, hormonal change, and cause multiple sex birth. And the last way is replace some plastic packaging into edible film. Edible film is a thin layer that functions as a food packaging or coating and can be eaten together with the packaged product. Besides functioning to extend the shelf life, edible films can also be used as carrier of other compounds, including vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, antimicrobials, preservatives, ingredients to improve the taste and color of packaged products. The material used to make edible films are those that have the ability to form a thin layer, are relatively inexpensive, are easily biodegradable, and the manufacturing technology is simple. Materials that have these characters include cassava starch, corn, chitosan or serm skin, and carrageenan or seaweed. So if we want to change the materials to be an edible film, we need food technology because the process of making edible film is not easy. Okay, the last topic that I want to tell you guys is how to save the environment from the danger of plastic. The first thing is reuse, reduce, recycle. Of course, you guys know these words, right? Because these three R's have been studied since we were in elementary school. The second thing is start using biodegradable plastic. This plastic can be decomposed again by microorganisms naturally. Such plastic are made from renewable materials, namely from compounds found in plant starch such as tapioca and corn. However, the use of this plastic is still have problems. The price is much more expensive than the use of plastic. Okay, that the last thing is make an appeal to the public to be aware of the danger of plastic. We must love our environment so that ourselves and others feels comfortable life. I have a quotes here. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. George Bernard Shaw. From these quotes, I conclude that there will be no progress without change. Namely, this earth will not improve if we do not change bad habits into good ones. And if we want to change something, we have to change our mindset first. Okay, guys, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Hopefully, this topic is useful for all of us and makes us more aware of danger of plastic. And sorry if I have if there are wrong words that are intentional or not. Thank you. Bye bye.